A good Erev Shabbos, Parshas Ba'aleischa. This week's Dvar Torah is sponsored by Sofia Dissoff and Gabriel and Chanalanis in loving memory of Reisa Tzurkin, and it's also sponsored by Jordan and Rivka Tobin in loving memory of Rivka's son, Reuven Eliezer, whose Shleishim is coming up. May their neshamas have an aliyah from your tzedakahs and from this week's Dvar Torah. So this week's parsha, Perek Tes, Pasuk Chav Gimel, teaches us Al Pi Hashem Yachanu, Al Pi Hashem Yisrael. Klal Yisrael camped and traveled by the word of Hashem. The Gemara in Shabbos, Daf Lamed Aleph Amud Beis, teaches us that the malacha of Seiser, the malacha of taking something down and taking it apart on Shabbos, to be Seiser something, to take something apart, to destroy something, is only Aser Midai Raisa, is only biblically forbidden when it's soser al menas livnos bimkoma, when it's being taken down in order to rebuild it in the same place. So the Gemara in Shabbos asks, but one second, all malachas of Shabbos are learned out from the Mishkan, and the Mishkan was always taken down and rebuilt in a different place. So why is the biblical transgression to take something apart and rebuild in the same place when the Mishkan, which is the source of this halacha, was always put up in a different place? It's a good question. The Gemara answers that since all the travelings and dwellings were al pi Hashem, by the word of Hashem, it's like when they moved to the new place, since Hashem told them to go there, it's like it was put up in the same place. That's the Gemara's answer. Okay. Some of us may not be so excited about this answer yet, but let's try to understand this. What's pshat with this pshat? What's going on in this answer? So Rabbi Leo Baruch Kamai, Zecher Tzadik V'Kodesh L'Bracha, the Rav and Rosh Yeshiva in the town of Mir, he explains that the Mishkan always rested on a particular cloud. It was always the same cloud that the Mishkan rested on. And therefore, in reality, the Mishkan never moved. The cloud moved, but the Mishkan always ended up bimkomo, always ended up in the same place. How do we apply this message? The Mishkan staying on the same cloud, even though it moved. How do we apply this to our daily lives? Listen to this beautiful parable from Chaim Volozhner, and we'll give the locations a little updated so that we can understand the locations a little better. We'll say a parable, we'll make the locations Bnei Brak and Yerushalayim. So you have a family traveling from Bnei Brak to Yerushalayim, takes about an hour. You ask the family where you're going. We're going to Yerushalayim. Okay, they start driving. 20 minutes in, where are you? We're next to a wheat field. 40 minutes in, where are you? We're now passing Telstone. Okay, if you ask one of the babies in the family where she is, when they're 20 minutes into the trip, the baby's going to say, I'm in my mother's arms. And if you ask the baby where she is 40 minutes into the trip, the baby's going to say, I'm in my mother's arms. Says Rebbe Leo Baruch Kamoi, so too it was with the Jewish people in the Midbar in the desert. We were always in the arms of Hashem. We never moved. The same way this Mishkan might be in a different location, a different place, but always was on the cloud of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So too when we travel, doesn't matter. A person can live in one city, have to transfer to a different city, need to travel somewhere, move somewhere, a certain situation comes up. It seems that things have changed around for us. In reality, we're in the same makom. We're in the same place. We're constantly in the arms of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Hashem should bless us to be able to live such beautiful lives when we always have this feeling of warmth that we're being cradled by the Creator of the universe. Have a wonderful, wonderful Shabbos.